welcome back to the South Dakota Dynasty. Today we have a must-win game to get the Coyotes back on the right track, and also because we do have 16 prospects visiting, including Jawan Hooper, Deron Covington, Tyler Lanning, Chris Jackson, and Keandre Abraham. Today we'll feature a battle of winless teams as we'll be taking on 0-3 Utah State, and we are currently 0-4. Last week we lost 45-27 to Fresno State. We were only down by 4 at the half and actually ended up outgaining Fresno by 119 yards. Our offense will start on the field as Jalen Page will get the first carry of the day and the start. He is currently 34 yards away from 1,000 yards career. So far in the season, we have a -9 turnover differential, which is a big part of why we are struggling so much, along with our defense struggling as they're giving up 495 yards of total offense and 288 on the ground. J.R. Miller threw 3 interceptions last week and 2 touchdowns, nearly 300 yards, but we turned it over 4 times and didn't force a turnover, so that was a big part of our problem. Now from the pistol full house set, they'll pitch it outside to Jalen Page, who picks up around 4 yards. Dontavius Knight was a standout for us. He had 5 carries for 87 yards and a touchdown on the ground, also adding 5 catches as well. There's a good throw outside to Dion Gilbert for 13 yards. Now from the pistol as Dorian Bolden is in, we'll take a shot downfield looking for Cooper Price, and he goes up, nearly has it, but it's knocked away. Cooper Price had 4 catches for 76 yards last week and a touchdown. Faking the screen to Dontavius Knight, will throw it out to him, and he has a gain of no yards. Pierce Libby in on 3rd down and 10. Throw, he's got Dion Gilbert. He's past the 25-yard line for a 16-yard gain. A split backfield, they'll give it to Dontavius Knight. He cuts back to the middle of the field and has it for around 5 yards. He's seen his role increase, especially in the ground game as the season has gone along. And now we'll go back to Jalen Page, who has it for 5 yards, and he is 16 yards away from 1,000 career rushing yards now. Pierce Libby checks back in, will go power to the right as Libby gets the handoff and goes for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Trips to the right now as it's a give to Libby. He's inside of the 5, and it'll be goal to go. We've only been in the red zone 10 times so far this year and only scored on 80% of those. Now on 2nd down and goal, it's a 1-yard rushing touchdown for Pierce Libby. An outstanding first drive for this Coyotes team. It's exactly what they needed. And we do have a studio update. We saw Minnesota earlier this year. Mohamed Ibrahim ran for 214, but it wasn't enough for them to not lose to Iowa. Jordan Love has graduated. Now Henry Colombi is the starting quarterback. Ajani Carter is a very talented receiver. Pedro Martels needs to be more disruptive in the middle of our defense if we want to stop the running game. I do expect Utah State to throw the ball a lot today. They did that last year with Jordan Love, and they'll do it early on today as they go to Sean Carter. It's an 8-yard gain. A big part of our -9 turnover differential is our 11 giveaways on offense, but another very large contributing factor is we only have 2 takeaways, and it's 2 interceptions so far this year. Now they'll go draw play to the running back. He's got a good gain of 13 yards, and that'll move the sticks for the Aggies. Now the running back will be motioned out of the backfield as they'll throw once again. Looking back to the running back, he gets open, beating DeMarco Anderson in coverage as Trevon Simmons, the normal 2nd safety, or I guess 3rd safety in our 3 safety looks, is still out, and Anderson only had 1 tackle in his first career start. We need him to have a bigger impact, especially as a run defender this week. 3rd down and goal, Columbi's going to throw. He lobs it outside, and it's almost caught, but it's dropped, and that'll be a big stop by our defense. But Utah State's offense will stay on the field. They'll go to the ground game. Sikowski meets him along with Widenar, but they can't stop Chase Nelson as he gets into the end zone for Utah State's first touchdown, and we're tied back up at 7-7. A throw outside on 2nd down, and Nate Went can't come away with it. His drop problems have returned this year. They were bad in year 1, and they've been a lot worse this year. And now on 3rd down and 10, J.R. Miller will just dump it down to Pierce Libby, and he'll only pick up 4, so it'll be a 3-and-out forced by Utah State. Running back gets the carry once again as he picks up 8 yards, showing off some nice power. And unbalance that with trips to the left, they'll go to the tight end Lee, He's got some room to run, still going and brought down by Bukowski and Jackson Harvey. It'll be first down and 10. They flip the formation now, as Columbia will go to the air. Pressure gets there. He bounces off that one, and he finds his tight end. He is inside of the 15-yard line, a 21-yard gain. On first down and 10, the Coyotes will bring a heavy blitz, throwing outside, and Columbia's got Tim Patrick Jr. for Utah State's second touchdown. Columbia's first on the day, and Utah State takes the lead 14-7. We need our offense to come up with a big drive here. Here's Jalen Page on the swing pass outside, as he'll end up losing 3 yards. It's third down and 12. Miller's gonna throw. He looks to the middle of the field. He's got Deion Gilbert once again. He's been very active so far, as that one's a 13-yard reception. Play action for Miller, and no time and great coverage downfield as Utah State and Kendrick Wright come away with the sack. It's second down and long. They'll go straight up the middle for Pierce Libby. He picks up about what they lost on the sack, but it will be still third down and long. Dontavius Knight in on third down, throw outside, and a great play by the defensive back looking for Cordell Hicks, but it's another stop forced by Utah State's defense. Now let's see if our defense can come up with a big play. It's intercepted. It's Ross Bukowski. It was a lob outside, and Bukowski's going to take it all the way. His second interception on the season. And this game, just like that, is tied back up at 14. That was a poor decision by Columbia. He needs a little more mustard on that throw. And it'll be second down and 8 now. Good field position to Utah State to start this drive. He'll go to Sean Carter once again, and this time it's an 8-yard gain, another first down. Working from the shotgun, time to throw now, a throw outside, and it's intercepted again. This time it's Xavier Warner, and he's going to take this one all the way. So back-to-back drives with a pick six, and the Coyotes have taken the lead. Columbia throws late once again into the flat, and we make him pay for it once more, and it's now a 7-point lead for South Dakota, as we've now doubled our season total for takeaways in this second quarter alone. Utah State now at around the 48-yard line. Would be third down and 6. Columbia will drop back to throw. He's got time, throws it outside, and too far outside, as it was DeMarco Anderson in coverage, and the receiver could not get a foot in bounds. Our offense will be back on the field now with a chance to extend their lead. Miller gets hit as he throws, but gets it out of the flat for Tate Wagner, who breaks a couple tackles and picks up 5. It's now third down and 5, and that's nearly intercepted by Bannerman. A poor decision by J.R. Miller, but Utah State does not make him pay for it. It was a good punt return by Utah State that sets them up in good field position around the 45-yard line. Sean Carter once again, and now it's second down and 4. Columbia's going to look to keep it. He's a decent athlete, and he's got some room to run. He's brought down by Warner deep inside of South Dakota territory after a 26-yard gain. He'll throw this time. He's got all day once more, and he finds Devin Tompkins. He's brought down by Bukowski, but has it goal to go from the 5-yard line. Now they look to set up the screen pass, and he will get into the end zone. It's a 5-yard receiving touchdown, I should say. It's Columbia's second on the day. He now has 2 interceptions and 2 passing touchdowns, as we're knotted back up at 21, and with under 2 minutes left in this first half. Tate Wagner gets that reception for 14 yards, and we're driving down the field quickly. Miller throws outside. It's another good throw, this time to the other tight end, as Cordell Hicks has his first catch of the day for 14 yards. Hicks had 4 catches for 103 yards last week. Now a throw into the flat, or on an out route, for Nate Went for 4 yards. 40 seconds left. They'll dump it down to Libby on the check down. He picks up a first and 12 yards, as we're moving the ball very effectively, throwing it on this drive. Miller's gonna throw, tight window, and on the post he connects with Cooper Price, as these timing routes on this drive are hitting perfectly for the junior quarterback. Now JR will try and step up, and he'll go down. It's a loss of 5. We'll use a timeout, as it'll be second down and goal. 13 seconds left. Miller has time. He'll step up and go down once again. The pressure finally gets there. It'll be 3rd down and goal with 8 seconds left. Miller drops back a little further, throws to the end zone. He's got his man. It's Cooper Price once again. This time a 20-yard touchdown, and we have taken a 7-point lead into halftime. We've been able to keep games close like this so far in the majority of the games this season, but then teams have pulled away from us. The passing attack is looking very good, but the story is our defense scoring 2 touchdowns, forcing negative plays, and forcing takeaways, and we need them to continue playing effectively if we want to win today. They'll start off the second half as Utah State has the ball. It's Devin Tompkins for 23 yards. Utah State continues to throw, not really taking too much advantage of our weak run defense, but Columbia will try and step up and go down. Sylvia Widener on the sack, his 2nd on the season. Columbia outside, he's got Tompkins, who's met by Deion Kendrick, and he's a yard shy of the 1st down. A big opportunity as we have 5 men along the line of scrimmage. They throw a quick pass underneath to Devin Tompkins for 6 yards. Going up tempo, Columbia's going to throw once again. He finds Carter, as it's a Johnny Carter this time, his 1st catch of the day. Trips to the right on 2nd down and 5. Columbia surveys the field. He's got all day. Steps up in the pocket. Finally throws it. He goes to Sean Carter once again, who's been the most active receiver for Utah State, as he picks up another 1st down. They'll motion the running back out of the backfield. Then he comes back into block, and they'll go to Tim Patrick Jr. It's a 9-yard reception. A 3-wide set as the Coyotes will bring a blitz, and it's a great play and a tackle for loss forced by Xavier Warner coming up and run defense. Trips to the right on 3rd down and 9. A lot of time again for Columbia. He finds Patrick, who picks up the 1st. It was Warner and Harvey in coverage. Ball at the 4-yard line. They'll fake it, and Sylvia Widener is there again, forcing another negative play. It's a loss of 3 this time. 3rd down and goal. They'll go to the ground game, and Widener was in position but could not make the tackle. Utah State will tie this game back up with the extra point. And now great field position after Dontavius Knight had a very good kick return. And now he'll get the handoff from the split shotgun look for 6 yards. Jalen Page is your back from the shotgun. He cuts it back to the right. Great vision there to find the hole as he picks up 11. That's only his 5th carry, but he does have 33 yards on those 5 carries. Now we'll do the ground game. Once again, it's a power run for Pierce Libby, and that one's a 6-yard gain. He has 8 carries so far for 32 yards. Page is back in on 3rd down and 2. We'll stick with the ground game. It's another chunk gain, as Jalen Page has been more effective than Pierce Libby today. Libby will come back in though, and we'll pitch it outside tonight. He's trying to get to the edge, makes the defender miss. He's into the end zone for a 12-yard rushing touchdown on the triple option. He is actually our leader in rushing touchdowns. Now with that, DeMarco Anderson has 6 tackles today, so we've seen a big jump in that. And on 3rd down and 7, it's a stop by our defense, forcing the 3 and out. An empty set. Dontavius Knight will come in motion. He's got some room to run, cuts it back to the middle, runs into his own man, but is inside of Utah State territory very quickly. Knight is the running back on 3rd down and 10. We near the end of the 3rd quarter. Throw outside for Cooper Price. It's a 13-yard gain, and we'll go into the 4th quarter with a 7-point lead and a very promising drive that we're on currently, looking for our 1st win on the season. Pulling guard, the give goes to Page as he picks up 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4, right on the edge of field goal range. Give goes outside. Page is there. He's met and brought down after a gain of 1. The offense will stay on the field, though. We're not settling for a field goal. Throw into the flat. Nate Went catches it. He doesn't drop it. And now he's inside the 10, still fighting. He's inside of the 5, brought down to the 4-yard line. His 2nd catch. We'll go pistol full house. Fake to Page, pitch to Knight. And he's brought down short of the goal line. He picks up 3 yards. A bunch set for Miller. Quick throw. He's got Deontay Knox for another Coyote touchdown, his second passing touchdown on the day, and we have a 2-score lead with 6 minutes left. Let's see if our defense can keep up the strong second half performance. It's a great job by Columbia waiting for the play to develop. It's a 14-yard gain. Trips to the right. Columbia will throw that way. He's got Carter, who is hit by Bukowski as they near 300 yards passing. On 3rd down and 2, Enoch has the carry. He will fight forward. Looks like we had a chance maybe to get a stop there. Instead, he'll show off some power and pick up a first. Quick throw outside to the other tight end, who was absolutely leveled by Jackson Harvey. And it'll be a 3rd down and 4 upcoming. Columbia will throw. He's got Tompkins, and that'll move the sticks once more. As Utah State's drive stays alive, DeMarco Anderson now with 7 tackles. He's been much more impactful today. It's a 10-yard reception for Tompkins, and DeMarco Anderson has another tackle. He's been very effective, and Ladorian Bolden can't bring down Enoch, and it'll be Zakowski who finally tracks him down inside of the 10-yard line. On 2nd down and goal, they'll spread the field but stick with the ground game, and it's a Utah State touchdown as Enoch Nawahim is into the end zone once again. And it's 4 minutes left. We have a chance to run some clock here. We still have a 7-point lead and under 4 minutes left now. We'll go to the ground game once again. It's another 1st down run. Jalen Page by far has been the better running back today, and he'll stay in on 1st down and 10. We've really been riding the hot hand at running back, and that's been him today. Another 11-yard gain. 1st down and 10 as we're under 3 minutes left on the draw play. It's another great gain for Jalen Page. He's been so much better this year in his junior season. Snapping the ball with 1 second left on the play clock. It's Jalen Page once more, this time for 5 yards. Pierce Libby's in the game on 2nd down and 10. Twin tight end from the pistol. He only picks up around 2 as Utah State uses another timeout. Knight is the running back on 3rd down and 8, setting up the screen pass for him. He cuts it back towards the middle. He's got the 1st down. Utah State will use their final timeout. One more 1st down will do it. We may not even need that. Page gets it. He makes a man miss. He's got the 1st down, and that will do it. We can take a knee, run the rest of this clock out, and that will be South Dakota's first win in Season 3. They beat the winless Utah State Aggies, and we are now 1-4. J.R. Miller was very efficient with 175, 2 touchdowns. The key there, no interceptions. We did not turn over the ball once today and forced 2 turnovers. Both of those went for pick sixes. That's the real story today, along with the strong performance from Jalen Page. But I feel like you got to give player of the game. Got to give a combo to Ross Bukowski and Xavier Warner. We don't win without their performances. Jalen Page was a yard short of 100 yards. He does go over the 1,000-yard milestone in his career. DeMarco Anderson was our leading tackler with 8. Ladorian McCray had 7 tackles. And we have some huge news. 16 players were visiting, and we got a number of commits. First one we'll look at is Daniel Woods. He's a developmental tight end, not great in any area currently. With 3 quarterbacks graduating next year, we went out and got a junior college player in Weston Carver. He's a bigger body, decent athlete, not a great thrower. David LeClaire is a big body, 6'5", 331. He is a balance blocker, needs some time to develop though. Clinton Ginter, he's an undersized offensive lineman, not a great athlete, but will be probably an early contributor for us. Then we got a running back commit with Christian Smith-Brown at 5'9". He's a good athlete and has some make-you-miss ability. Now Joseph Peitlich, he has a chance to start as a true freshman. He's a good athlete, balanced blocker, not super strong though. Keandre Ibrahim, he's one of my favorite players in this class. He's a very good athlete, balanced blocker, and just not quite as strong as you might want. Then Tyler Lanning, the top wide receiver on our board. He is a decent athlete, needs to develop as a wide receiver, but has a good base for that. Then at fullback with Ladorian Bolden being a junior, we went out and got Christopher Smith. He's not super fast, but is quick and can develop very well. And then the most talented player in this class, 5'9", it's Jawan Hooper. He'll be a junior cornerback. He's an elite athlete with immediate coverage ability and will be an immediate impact player, probably our #1 corner next year. Trevon Simmons, it looks like, will be able to return, but our next game will be against South Dakota State. They've had a lot of injuries at quarterback. Connor Platt went down, Aaron Massey took over for him, and now he's out. So it will be a true freshman starting. They do have 3 talented quarterbacks. 2 of them will be out. Aaron Massey is the most athletic of them. Connor Platt was the most veteran. And then John Price, true freshman, was a 4-star prospect. He's got a good arm. He's a decent athlete. And him and Massey are the future of this quarterback room. We'll have to see how he plays. He hasn't been great so far in his college career. J.R. Miller has been sacked 13 times, but has been good, at least in this last game. Jalen Page and Pierce Libby are almost identical in their rushing stats. By far, leading receiver is Cordell Hicks, though Cooper Price has picked it up in recent weeks and is our leader in receiving touchdowns. Our leading tackler is Sylvia Widenar, leading us in tackles for loss as well. And then a few guys have 1 sack. But I hope you did enjoy today's video. It was a very exciting win. Great to finally get our first victory as we move further into Mountain West play. I expect more of these to come. South Dakota State is a possibility, and then we play Air Force, who I think is a very winnable game. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on today's game. What are your predictions for our rivalry game against South Dakota State? It's on the road once again. Last year's game was very close, and I expect this one to be the same. I will see you for our next game as we go to Brookings to take on the Jackrabbits. I hope you have a great rest of your day.